welcome back to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Got a good one for you today. I'm joined with Muscles Brown.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
I had hit the first part of my parlay. I also put some money on Sam Goodman by decision. Should have made the bet bigger. My only regret is I didn't bet more. It was such an obvious bet in retrospect. I should have put more on Goodman by decision. Like, there was only one way that fight was going to end, and the odds were minus 225, so it wasn't terrible.
Yeah.
Just regret not betting more on Goodman. That's easy money right there, Muscles. That's a goddamn layup.
Listen, I regret not being up for the fight.
Yeah.
By the time I woke up, the fight was over. I'm like, oh, everyone's like, oh, he won.
Well, we didn't have a stream for it. It wasn't on the zone. I thought it was on the zone. It wasn't on the zone. Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. Introduce yourself. Tell everyone where they can find you and what you got going on.
Yeah, so you guys know me as Muscles. You guys can get me on Instagram at Money Muscle Brown. You also can get me on Facebook at Carlos Saya Brown. Those are the main two social media platforms that I use. And then I got a YouTube too. I don't post much on there at all, really, but you can get me on YouTube too at Muscle Brown. And that's about it, man. We can connect on one of those.
All right. Let me take care of the bills first, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. Follow 3D Boxing blog on all forms of social media. Guys, please smash the like button, subscribe, do all the stuff that YouTube likes. Join the Patreon. I get the lock of the week. The lock of the week, Muscle, is already halfway there. I only got one more leg of the parlay to go, and we hit another lock of the week. I'm going to give you guys another one, though, so join the Patreon, get the lock of the week. If you've not gotten it already, join now. I will get you guys another parlay that will hit. We're killing it this month. We're having a really good month. So join the Patreon, get the lock of the week, get the updated bet, the updated props, the live betting, all that good stuff. The absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the world for just $5 a month. So join the Patreon. Link is in the description. It's in that little ticker below, and I have it pinned in the chat. After you guys do that, head on over to carnivalbar.com. That's carnivalbar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. It's a meal in your pocket. It's the world's only high-fat grass-finished beef bar that replaces a meal while on the move in stores for years. Get your travel autonomy and freedom back. That's the Carnival Bar, carnivalbar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. That's promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. All right. Let me get to some of these. Gary, thanks for my Fadi Ryan request. Yeah, I didn't see the fight, but Fadi took care of him quickly. Three round knockout.
Wow.
Yeah, I picked Fadi to win. It was an even money fight. I thought I didn't know who this guy was. I seen Wade Ryan before. I didn't know who Fadi was. I watched some tape on him. He was the better athlete. He's stronger. He has more power. So all the God-given things were on his side by a lot. Wade Ryan was just a much better boxer, but I couldn't see Wade Ryan keeping him off of him for the full 10 rounds. So I kind of figured Fadi would get him out at some point. It just happened quick in the third round. What up, Cedric?
Cedric.
79 pros, Fadi money line, Goodman money line, Fawcett money line. I hammered Charlie Kaz money line. Everything hit this morning. Thanks for the pick. You got it, 79. Of course. We're off to a good start.
Yeah, we're on fire.
I feel like these Australian cards are the opposite of the Japanese cards. Like, they're all one-sided. They're all easy to bet. Like, we should capitalize on these Australian cards. It's the opposite of these Japanese cards that are always 50-50 fights, little 108-pounders. Someone gets knocked out that you weren't expecting, and your parlay is blown because a minus 900 favorite gets knocked out of nowhere.
These Aussie cards are like top rank cards, bro. They're kind of like low key locks, bro. Like,
just parlay all the favorites, just not hitting things. Yeah.
Facts.
Even when the favorite sucks, like Alan Garcia, my dude. Remind me, guys, never again. He won, and he won almost every round, but it was hairy. He got clipped and buzzed badly twice.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, don't tell me this shit again, bro.
Muscles lost money on him. Yeah. Remind me, guys, never, ever to put money on Alan Garcia again. Not unless he gets a new trainer. And even then, tread lightly. I like the dude. I think he's good. I'm looking at his opponent. Like it's like Khan. Every time he gets hit, he's And he gets
Yeah.
clipped way too much. Like I can't bet on this guy. He's got a questionable chin, and he gets hit too much. This is not a good combination of things. This is hairy every time he fights. Might get knocked out.
Thanks.
Again, we're off to a good start today. We're off to a good start to the month, and we're off to a good start for the week. So got a lot going on. All right, let's get into it. Taking a look at the odds, there's a lot of bets this week, but the odds on them are kind of wild. We can put something together here. I'm working. I just dropped the Conway and Warburton video. I just dropped that like 10 minutes before I went live. That's why I was a little bit late. That is live now. I'm gonna work on the Boachuk video next. I don't love Boachuk at minus 1600, but he's gonna win. And we could put together a 3-leg parlay that I like a lot. Hang on. I want to give this to you guys. There's a couple of things. I want to get to the Conway fight. I want to spend some time on that. Yeah, I think there's money to be made on that. Right? But I want to show you guys this parlay right here. Ryan, Conway. Boachuk. Actually, Fernando Vargas. This is going to be minus 189. It's Ryan, Conway, and Boachuk. Is there anyone who doesn't feel good about this parlay? It's minus 189. It's really not bad odds, right? Like this is something that I would keep in mind if I was you guys. Shannon Ryan at minus 425 is good value. Kieran Conway is definitely going to win, and Boachuk is definitely going to win. If you like Fernando Vargas better, throw him in there. Minus 1600 is going to keep the odds exactly the same. Either Boachuk or Vargas. It's a tough one to pick because Vargas isn't that good, but he's fighting a nobody. Boachuk is much better, but he's fighting a decent opponent. I don't love Boachuk in and of itself at minus 1600. If you wanted to take that out and go real safe, just throw Omar Trinidad in there. It goes to minus 227. Wait, what does it go to? Hang on. It goes to minus 208 if you just put Trinidad in there. That's Ryan, Conway, and Trinidad. It's safe. It's a good parlay. I like it a lot. It's not going to pay the best, minus 208. It's not. It's usually give you a little better than this, but that's super safe. Give me your thoughts on that parlay first.
I like it. I honestly think, G, that Boachuk, I fancy Boachuk getting a stoppage, man. He's a beast. He's a beast.
Fox is a good fighter, though. I just don't love
it.
Do I have props on this?
I get it. He's never been stopped before, but I don't know. I just feel like Boachuk he's just relentless, man. I like Omar Trinidad too. He's good.
Yeah, that's what it's easy. Like this to me,
that's an easy lock.
It's a really easy parlay. Like this is really easy. I would just like it's minus 208. Just take the money. Like I don't even see anything here that would be considered a risk. This is just easy to me. I'm going to get into this. I think there are a lot of bets. Like Jimmy Sainz at minus 1200. It's pretty good odds. Like Jimmy Sainz is not going to lose. I would make that bet. Same with John Hedges. Hedges is not going to lose to Nathan Quarles. At minus 1200, the odds aren't great, but they're not terrible either. Like you can just load up on these things, load up on the favorites, and put together a little parlay if you want to. And that's kind of like what I think may be the best idea this week, unless we can get more props. I'm gonna throw some money on this. I want to show this guys to you first. Okay, so the next video I'm going to do is Shannon Ryan, and then I'm going to do the Boachuk video. Those are going to be the next two videos I do. I already dropped Conway. I'm going to get to Shannon Ryan next. I don't have an over on this. If we ever get an over on Shannon Ryan, which I think we will, just bet that. Shannon Ryan's going to win. Like, what are we even talking about? Shannon Ryan's going to win by decision. Right? I mean, there's really no other outcome in this fight. She's not going to stop her. Yeah.
No. And vice versa. So I mean, it's gonna go the distance for sure.
You take 100%. The distance, but the distance, the odds on the distance, I wouldn't imagine are going to be great. It's probably going to be minus 1100 to go over or minus 1200. Shannon Ryan has had 9 professional fights. 1 has ended in stoppage, and it was against a 4-4 fighter in her last fight. we're going over.
Yeah.
The only loss she has is to Emma Dolan. So just take the over.
And it's a 10-rounder, right?
And then, yeah, no, it's 8.
Oh, it's in 2 minutes?
Yeah. Farah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then her opponent, Farah El Baswari, has had 15 pro fights, and 3 of them have ended in stoppage, and not one has ended in stoppage since real early in her career.
Yeah, but watch the odds makers set the line at like minus 2,500 on the over, bro. Guaranteed. Because it's an 8-rounder, 2 minutes. Come on, bro. And it's females. That line's going to be crazy. It's going to be no value in it.
Yeah. I mean, she's fought 8 4-rounders, 10-rounders. Every one of her longer fights has gone the distance. So to me, like, if we can get an over or to go the distance, it's easy money. Or if you can get Shannon Ryan by money line, by decision, that's a great bet.
Yep.
Let me get to
and
some
remember,
of these real
the
quick.
distance always pays better than the over.
Yeah, for sure. Because you got to get an extra round and a half. Typically, a round and a half on it.
Correct.
Like, this is why I like Sam Goodman. I want to kick myself for not loading up on Sam Goodman by decision. I put a little bit on him and it paid. I'm like, all right, cool, it hit. Why did I bet more on Sam Goodman by decision? Like, I should have just loaded up on. It was so obvious, right? I'm not comparing Sam Goodman to Pernell Whitaker. No, I'm not doing that, okay? But what I'm saying is, when Pernell Whitaker fought anyone, the outcome was obvious. It was Pernell Whitaker by decision. That was going to happen, right? That's how I felt about. No, I'm not comparing Sam Goodman to Pernell Whitaker. I'm just saying there's only one possible outcome in this fight, and the odds weren't that bad. It was minus 225. Like, if I was making the book, I would have made like minus 400. Like, there was no way it was going to end any other way.
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking about? All right, so I want to give you guys a quick recap, real quick, of what we're going to do the rest of the week. I'm gonna drop. I already dropped the Kieran Conway and Warburton video that is live. I'm working on Shannon Ryan next. I'll have that out for you guys, and then I'll have the Boachuck. So I'm gonna have both of those videos out for the next 2 days. I'm gonna go live again today. I'll go live twice today. I'm gonna try to go live twice tomorrow, and then I go live Friday, and then I'll go live after the fights on Saturday. There's only the one big card, the Fisher Allen card, right? That's all we got.
Yeah.
So I'll go live after that, and then I guess that'll be it. And I'll see you guys again on Sunday. But for the rest of this week, I'll go live today. I'll try to go live twice tomorrow. May only get to go live once tomorrow. And then maybe I'll go live twice on Friday instead. We'll see. We'll see how all that goes. But I'm going to go live again today, and I'll go live tomorrow. And we'll come up with the rest of the plan for the week on Thursday. And then I'm going to bring you guys at least 2 more videos. I'm going to try to get you guys 3. I got Ryan. We're going to Ryan next. And then I'm going to do Boachuck, and I've already given you guys the Kieran Conway video. Now, I want to look specifically – let me get through these first. I want to look specifically at the Kieran Conway fight. What up, Humble Crumble? Cedric is in the house. I heard Garcia and Haney are fighting in October.
Really?
I've heard this too. I don't know. You heard what De La Hoya said about working with Devin Haney again. He said never again after the I would imagine if they get the chance to make this fight, I'll get your take on it. I'm going to take Ryan Garcia to win that fight again. If they fought again, I'm going to take Ryan Garcia. What says you?
No, I kind of want to see it just so I can see Devin get his lick back. I think Devin's going to make the right adjustments to the next fight, bro, and I think he's just going to box the shit out of Ryan, bro. I think he's just going to outbox Ryan. It's going to be very similar to how he was boxing Ramirez. Because think about it. He's going to be cautious of what happened the first fight. He ain't trying to get caught with that left hook. So he's going to be very defensive. He's going to be moving around that ring. And he's going to win I think he's going to win a points decision. An easy one, too.
Ryan is so much faster than
yeah, but he got exposed though against Rolly, man. Rolly's not even a
boxer. But I feel like he didn't. I feel like everyone knew what Ryan was. I feel like he's been exposed before that. Like, we all knew his flaws before that fight. Rolly just took advantage of it, and Ryan didn't do anything to adjust.
Right, but if Devin takes away his left hook, what else does Ryan have?
But he still. But after, in the first fight, Devin Haney stood in front of him. We all knew Ryan had one chance to win that fight. Land a big left hook. And then he landed and wobbled him with it, and he landed again and again.
Right.
Like, but bro, what are you doing?
No, I get it. And I was like at the screen, like, yo, Dev, move your fucking head, bro. Like, what are you doing? But I don't think he's gonna stand in front of him this fight. And that was his big mistake. If he didn't stand in front of him, do you agree with me at least, Gary, that it would have been a lot? He could have made the fight a
Yeah,
lot easier
yeah. If he
because
would
he was winning most of the rounds.
he's clearly a way better pure boxer, and he's way faster and more elusive and twitchier than Rolly. And Rolly,
For sure.
after the first few rounds, Rolly had an easy day with Ryan. So imagine what Devin could do to him, right? Like,
that's all I'm trying to say, you know.
But he could have done that the first fight, and instead he just got hit in the head over and over again with the left hook.
Yeah, you're right. But that's why adjustments are made, you know, the next fight, you know. I don't think Devin's
But
gonna
it
be
wasn't
stupid
a
to make that
first
same
fight.
mistake twice.
We knew that he couldn't get hit with. I've been saying for a while now. I think Garcia's the best punch in boxing is Garcia's left hook. Then you like that's the only thing. He just loads up on the left hook. That's all he does.
That's all he has in his repertoire, bro. He has nothing else.
So how do you stand in front of him and get hit by it over and over and over again?
I get it. I just think he's gonna have the IQ enough to not be able to get hit over and over again the next fight. You know, because we gotta admit, Devin does have a good IQ. He just I don't know. He didn't show it that fight. I get it. I think he's gonna show it the next one though.
He literally fought directly into Ryan Garcia's hands. It would be like, all right, I'm gonna play Steph Curry in 1-on-1, but I'm just gonna have him in a 3-point shooting contest instead. Oh, he's gonna beat you then. Like,
nah, you're right. But listen, I'm confident in Devin winning that next fight. I'm actually gonna wager on him too. I'm gonna wager on Devin. Yeah, I'm gonna take the over on that, and I'm gonna take Devin by decision.
Thank you for the super chat, though, Cedric. I appreciate the $5 super chat. Shout out to you. Appreciate you, Cedric. The Discord scared me from betting on Shannon Ryan. They said her opponent is super tricky. I'm gonna do the tape on it. I don't see it. I'm gonna do the tape on it. I'm working on it now. I'll have it out for you guys hopefully tonight, but no later than tomorrow. I would not worry about betting on Shannon Ryan. That like be the least of my concerns. If we get the props taken over, just take the over. If it looks bad, just live bet Al-Basari. But I'm of all the things I'm worried about, that ain't one of them. What up, Kyle? It's good to have you here. Oh, Rondo's here. What up, Rondo? It's good to have you here, guys. It's good to have you here, Rondo. What did you miss? Not much. We're gonna get into the Kieran Conway fight. I gave you guys a little parlay that I liked. Shannon Ryan, Kieran Conway, Omar Trinidad. It doesn't pay the best. You can put Vargas in at minus 1600. I'll get down to under minus 200. Or Boachuk. But that might be your best bet. There's a lot of these fights here where the odds are just not horrendous, where you can just parlay them together. Like, here's what I mean. The odds on this aren't going to be great, but I feel like there's literally zero risk in this parlay. Hedges, Sains, Trinidad, Boachuk, Vargas. It comes down to minus 278. It's a 5-leg parlay. I would say there's almost a 0% chance that this doesn't hit. On a 5-leg parlay. I know it's minus 278 and it's not great. But sometimes it's just not a great week unless you feel comfortable betting on Fisher and Allen. And I really don't. Sometimes that's just the best way to do is just parlay a bunch of crap together that's not going to miss and take the money. Fisher and Allen. I like Fisher to win. I don't think he's very good at boxing. So I don't feel comfortable betting on him when he's a minus 275. The over-under could be a stoppage. The knockdown props I kind of like. I like Johnny Fisher to win in under 1.5 knockdowns. That's
what I'm taking, G.
David Allen.
You know I'm the knockdown king.
Total knockdowns under 1.5 minus 180. It's not bad. It's not a bad bet. If you can just get through the first couple of rounds, both these guys fade, and then no one's getting knocked down later. They may get stomped on their feet, but they're not getting knocked down.
Correct.
Right? I kind of like this bet. It might be something to look at.
And remember their first fight, G, to add on to that, only had one knockdown. Fisher got knocked down, I believe. and it's a 10-rounder too. It's not 12, so something to think about.
Are you taking the knockdown prop on that?
Oh yeah, I take knockdown props every week when they offer them. Gee, I'm 5 for 5 on the knockdown props, bro. Those are my
They're
money
good.
makers
They're
right there.
good. They're
They
good.
are very good. And you don't got to worry about who's gonna win. Nothing. It's just boom. As long as no one gets knocked down, that's it. You cash out. You know. And you got leeway because if someone gets knocked down once, you're still good as long as they don't get knocked down a second time.
Yeah. If they
You
get
feel me?
iced with one shot, you're also very good, right? They just
Exactly.
If they get knocked out the first punch of the fight, guess what? You win.
You win, yeah.
Under
If the
1.5
ref stops it
knockdown,
on
you
their
won.
feet or the corner stops it, you still win. You feel me? So,
all right. I'm trying to get into this Conway because I think Conway is the way to bet this weekend. I really do. I think there's always a fight to make money on. And I think this week it's Conway. I don't understand why he's only minus 600. He's another level. He's another class than Warburton. I like it's 12. I like the over 10.5. All right. I like Kieran Conway by decision at minus 120. To me, that's the value pick right there. Conway by decision at minus 120.
wow.
Seems like it's really good odds.
Yeah, that's a gimme too, bro. Wow,
Fight to
that's
go
a
the
steal.
distance minus 205. I like it. Warburton does come in face first sometimes, so he does get hit a lot. I'm just like I'm thinking Conway's got a couple of stoppages recently, and that's why the odds are as good as they are. I think this is something we can capitalize on. What are your thoughts, Muscles?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna buy it at that price. I mean, minus 120. I mean, and what his recent stoppages? What was it like? His last 2-3 fights? I haven't looked at Box Strike, so
So he won the distance with Ryan Kelly.
yep,
And
I remember
before
that.
he did stop Linus Udafia, and then he stopped somebody in Japan in a fight that I can't find. So his last fight was Ryan Kelly. That went the distance. Then he fought a guy in Japan, which I can't even find the tape on. Anwar Yixalexitexi. I don't know. I can't even find the tape on it. And then before that, he got a stoppage on Udafia because his face was swollen. It wasn't like he knocked him down and stopped. It was just they stopped the fight because his face was swollen. Right, his eyes were shut.
Right. So were these late stoppages?
Yeah, and then he's got a knockdown a couple of years ago against a domestic level tune-up fight. He got a 5th round stoppage. Right, against real opponents, he doesn't knock him out. The only one I can't even find the tape on. I'm going to assume it actually happened, but he's got 22. He's got 22 wins, 6 by knockouts. So he's fought 26 fights in his career, and only 6 of them have ended by stoppage.
Right, and those 6 opponents weren't that good,
except for Udafia, which had a face.
Okay.
His face was swollen. Right, it wasn't like he knocked him down and stopped him. He he had a damaged eye and it swelled up. And then Warburton's even better. He's got 18 fights, and only 2 of them ended by stoppage. He's got 2 knockouts in his 15 wins. How does this not go over? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is clearly going to go over. It's clearly going to go the distance, right? We're talking about guys who have do the math on this. That's 18 fights, and how many fights does Conway have?
26.
18. Who's good at math? 18. It's a number I can't add up my hands.
What was that, 47?
44 fights.
44
There's
fights.
44 fights and 8 knockouts in their total of 44 fights.
Come on, bro.
I mean, how do we think this is going to go, guys? To me, Conway by money, the fight to go over, these are good bets. These are really good bets. All right, let me get to some of these. So, to me, Conway's the way to make money. Michael has been inactive, I agree, but he's a good fighter. He's been robbed a few times. I'm not saying it doesn't have a shot, but Boachuk is a beast. Boachuk is a beast. And Boachuk's going to win the fight. I just have minus 1,600. Boachuk's going to win. I agree with you.
Yeah.
But at minus 1,600, that's wide.
Don't be surprised if he stops him.
Jab Zuda says, I like Fox, but there's absolutely nothing on his punches. Infuriating to be a fan of him.
So I'm saying he's not going to be able to keep Boachuk off of him.
Michael Fox once tweeted that he watched the fight in Texas and walk out to Scarface. And ever since then, I've been a big fan of Jab Zuda. Represent Texas. I mean, of Michael Fox. Fox said that. So I like Michael Fox. I want him to win, but he's certainly not gonna. But I like Michael Fox for that. Oscar just be talking. He didn't want Ryan to take the fight this first time. Yeah, look, if that fight presents itself, I think Oscar is confident his guy can win again. And B, the money is too big not to. You don't know how much longer Ryan's going to be boxing or working with Oscar. So he's going to want to cash him out. And that's a big money fight. So I think it will happen too. Ryan isn't the same. He looks like a weak version of... Well, he was clearly better on steroids. Was he not, Muscles?
Way better. That's what I try to tell people, man. Once you take steroids away, you lose not only your strength, you lose the way you look, you lose the muscle, you lose everything once you're off of it. That's why you see all these professional bodybuilders, right? Like Ronnie Coleman and all these other guys. As soon as they retired, look at them how they look now from when they were competing. Completely different, you know?
Ryan wants our prediction on, well, 2 fights. Shiraz Belanger. I like Shiraz. Shiraz boxes his ears off. To me, that's easy. Matias Puello. Boy, that's a good fight. I'm leaning towards Puello, but there's not a lot on Puello shots, and Matias is a wrecking ball. I could definitely see Matias. Give me your thoughts on these 2 fights. Shiraz and Berlanga, who you got?
Shit. Oh, man. I like the way Berlanga looked against Canelo, man.
Do you?
I did. I'm going to take Shiraz, though. Yeah. No. Listen. I'm going to take Shiraz, even though I like the way Berlanga looked, but I'm still going to take Shiraz. Like you said, I think he's going to be able to outbox him. I think he's just the length, the reach, he's too tall. And with Puello Matias, I'm going to tell you now, man, Matias is a monster, bro. I think Matias is going to beat Puello.
He could. Because there's not much on Puello's shots, but Puello beat Gary Antoine Russell. And I rate Gary Antoine Russell a lot higher than I rank Matias.
Right.
Now, Matias is an absolute wrecking ball. Right. I get it. Like, he'll... This is a tough one.
It's a tough one. I mean, as a betting man, as you know, that's what we are, right? I'm not gonna play a winner on that because to me that's 50-50. I'm gonna go the over on that. I don't think Matias is gonna be able to stop Puello. I don't think he's gonna be able to stop him. I think the fight's gonna go over.
If it goes over, Puello wins because Puello is just gonna. If Matias gets inside on him, it's not a fight. Matias is just gonna destroy him. Like. If he can't get inside, this is going to go one of 2 ways. Puello's either going to dominate him on the outside, and he's going to win 120 to 108, or Matias is going to get the inside, and it's just going to be a quick beatdown, a brutal beatdown knockout. Like hopefully it ends quickly for Puello. If he gets on the inside.
You know, I'm going under 1.5 on that, G. I'm going under 1.5 knockdown on that one.
He was one of those. Matias, depending on how rugged Puello is, Matias could knock him down 5 times, and he keeps getting up. Like if Puello can't keep Matias off of him,
I don't think Puello's never been dropped though. And look at Gary Antoine Russell. He never dropped Puello. Yeah, and he's just as rugged as Matias.
I'm taking Puello. I know if I take Puello, Matias is going to just start banging him on the inside and just beat the hell out of him. And like you're going to get a mercy stop because you have to 5 rounds. Like stop.
Yeah, don't even take a winner, G man. I'm telling you, don't take a winner, bro. There's other methods we can bet on that.
I definitely like Shiraz. I think Shiraz boxes Belanger's head off. Matias and Puello is tough, bro. To me, it's not like Tank and Shakur, but like Tank and Shakur is going to go one of 2 ways. Either Shakur is going to knock his head off, or Tank's going to knock Shakur's head off, or Shakur's just going to box circles around him.
Box him, yeah.
Right, like I kind of feel like either Puello is going to box circles around Matias, or Matias is going to break him in half. I don't know which one. I would lean towards Puello, but I'm not very confident about that, Ryan. Good question. And you're going with Berlanga, and you don't know, right? You're going with Berlanga and
no. I'm going with Shiraz.
That's what Shiraz. And I'm sorry, Shiraz and the over, right?
And the over, yep.
Yeah. Ryan showed Haney how to Rolly showed Haney how to beat Ryan. I agree with this,
Yeah.
Rando, but I feel
Yeah.
like the blueprint was already out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just got to execute it now. Like, he struggled with Luke Campbell. He had to rally to get a knockout late against Luke Campbell. So if you're a better athlete and a better mover than Luke Campbell, you can beat him. Jason Velez did this to him early in his career on a Golden Boy live card. It's like the blueprint is there. Like, it was the same thing with Adrian Broner. Like, there was a blueprint out there to beat Broner early in his career, right? And it was just, could you execute it? There was a Friday night fight, an ESPN fight, where a guy like named Okendo or something, opponent level guy, fought Broner really early in Broner's career. Just outboxed him from distance, right? Just flurried with shots, scored, and they gave Broner a completely bogus, horrible decision. But you can get tape of it. Like, the blueprint on how to outbox Broner was evident from early in his career. I kind of feel the same way about Ryan. Like, he's explosive, he's powerful, he's quick, he's twitchy. He doesn't throw, and he just loads up on his left hook. Just avoid his left hook and outwork him. You'll beat him.
G, let me say this, G, real quick. You know who gave you the blueprint on how to avoid Ryan's left hook? Tank. And I'm very, very surprised. Yeah. And it's mind-boggling to me that Devin did not really look at that fight and saw how Tank avoided that left hook. I still don't get it to this day. So
I don't understand. I just don't understand what Dev's game plan was. Like, I don't like, he's known this guy. They fought like 5 times in the amateurs. Obviously, he knows Ryan Garcia very well. I don't. What was his game plan? I didn't
his
see
game
any
plan was to go
plan.
in there and try to man him and try to go there hand with him. He didn't want to box him, and I don't know why he did that. He deviated from his game plan. You're not a fighter. You're a boxer, Dev. You should have just boxed him.
Ryan's scared of fighters with power. There's certainly evidence to suggest that. LNB Kitchen and Bath. Rolly plus 2,000 decision. Ryan is the longer fighter. If Devin doesn't come forward, what does he do? You can outwork him. You just flurry him with shots. Like, you can close distance. You can get in and out on him. Yeah, Ryan's got like a 1 inch longer reach than Devin Haney. It's not that big a deal. It's not like it's, Larry Holmes keeping Mike Tyson at bay. Like, it's not that drastic of a difference. You just step in, you play with distance, you close the gap, you hit him with a few shots, and then you get out of town. Rolly, Ryan's got a longer reach than Rolly. Rolly had no problem with it. Tank had no problem with it. Ryan doesn't really pump the jab, right? He doesn't really keep you at the end of his punches. He's had great trainers. He's had Goosen, he's had Derek James. Like, I feel like there's no getting through to him. Like, this is what he is. Haiti is broken. I've never seen a fighter his caliber circle the ring from round 1 against a guy like Ramirez. I didn't get it either, man. He won the fight, and it went over, and that's really all that mattered to me. He was moving like he was in the ring with GGG, but they got that right. Ryan's left hook looked weak against Rolly. This is a good point, Jay. Ryan's left hook looked weak against Rolly. These Roy fighters always look terrible clean. Where's the guy that always calls you Steroids Brown? Where's that guy?
Oh, the clown. Yeah, where's he at? I want you to send him the link so we can join the live. I want to see who he is.
LNB Kitchen makes another good point. Shannon Ryan opponent only has come to close decisions with good opponents she lost to. She's gonna keep losing. But I'm gonna get to that video tonight. I'll have an official breakdown of that later, either tonight or tomorrow. What good, Goat? What's good, Goat? The Australian fights were easy money. Sorry about that, Goat. Ladard should win. I don't have a lot of thoughts on Ladard. It's more like he's a decent level prospect fighting a tuna can. He should win. I would feel comfortable throwing him in my parlay if that's what you're asking. How do I get access to the Discord? You join the Patreon. If you're already in the Patreon, send me a message in the Patreon. I'll send you the link. But you got to join the Patreon. Link is in the description. It's also in that little ticker below. If you're already in it, Hiron, I don't know if you are. Send me a message. I'll send you the link. Not familiar with Fisher Allen. Is this similar to Whitaker Cameron, where the prospect got exposed but will probably come back stronger? I just think Fisher sucks, right? Like he should win.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't think he's any good. I think Allen's no good. Like, this is just a really bad fight, in my opinion. Like, I don't really have much interest in this fight from a fan perspective.
Me neither.
Yo, Bethway. Yeah, I think Ladard's easy money. TJ in the house. What up? What up? What up, TJ? Who do you like in the Bakatmir Darius fight? I don't even think I have a book on it. Do I?
No, we don't. I don't think we got a line on that fight.
I haven't looked at it. I haven't looked at it. I can't. I don't want to. I don't want to give you bad advice. I got preliminary thoughts, but I don't want to. I don't want to give you a bad advice. Jab Zuda is the funniest name ever. It's a really good name. Matias was getting pasted by Venezuela all over the place before he got stopped, though. I mean, it's not hard to outbox Matias. Matias is a blunt object. He does one thing. He goes in and seeks and destroys. If you can,
and he's stationary as fuck.
Yeah. I'm just scared Matias starts off too slow and plays catch up for the rest of the fight. Puello been gifted the Sandor Martin fight. I don't think he was gifted the Sandor Martin fight. I thought he won the fight. Puello beats Matias 12-0. It could happen. Matias is so entertaining.
If he decides to box from the outside, that's possible.
Yeah, I agree. If Matias doesn't win, he loses 12-0. I agree.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I don't think it's a 50-50. Got strong picks in both. You like? Who do you like, TJ? You like Puello? That Liam Powell fight was bad luck on Matias. He needs a dance partner who doesn't move and just hits back.
Well, that ain't Puello.
Yeah.
That definitely ain't him.
Puello and Matias is tough. I don't think myself both a good Puello, adorable. I think the over for sure. Yeah, we all like the over. I think Shiraz's going to come back correct after his last fight. Berlanga fought a taxi driver in his last fight. Yeah, I like Shiraz. Shiraz up with Andy Lee is also a good shout. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
We can't compare the Ryan Tank fight to the Ryan Devin fight. Ryan looked and fought drained.
Yeah,
but the
I mean,
blueprint is still the blueprint, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I agree that wasn't the best version of Ryan.
But he was still throwing that left hook.
Yeah.
Very good, too. Tank was just ducking it, you know?
Rolly knows Ryan better than Ryan knows himself, probably. I think Floyd masterminded this whole thing. He told Ryan to fight Rolly before Haney. He gave Ryan the game to beat Haney so that so the odds would be wide when it came time for. I agree with this. I
that's a fact. That's a good point. 79. That's a real good point.
Rolly is signed to Floyd as well. Shiraz first fight moving to 168 tough. He was 154 a couple years ago. Lost to Skeet. I will say I love the link up with Andy Lee in the flip side. That's Shiraz's first fight at 168. I just don't think Berlanga is any good. Like I'm just not. I just don't like Berlanga. What is the prediction on Fisher Allen? I got Fisher.
Yeah.
Fisher by decision is my guess. Join the Patreon. You won't regret it. That's a good point. He means Beck the bully. Yeah, no, I know what he meant. Beck versus Fulgham.
Who's that? Darius Fulgham?
Yeah, Darius Fulgham, DFG, and Beck the bully.
Darius is nice.
Yeah, I don't want to. There's a lot to this fight. I like Fulgham, but I want to get to the tape first before I give an official prediction on this. All right, I got to wrap this up. I'm going on for 40 minutes already. I'll be back tonight.
Man, 40 minutes already, G? Sheesh.
I got. Close this out, Muscles. Any closing thoughts? Anything like that?
Listen, man. Let's keep bringing down the house. Let's keep beating these bookies. This weekend, kind of slow for us, but let's keep getting to the money. Gary's already up almost $8,000 this month, $7,000, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Let's just keep beating that blueprint, man. You know, make this money, keep cashing out. And yeah, that's it, man. You can get me at Money Muscle Brown on IG. You can get me on Carlos Saya Brown on FB, Facebook, and then yeah, that's about it, man.
All right. Appreciate you, Muscles. I will be live again tonight. I did drop the Kieran Conway video. I'm going to start working on Sharon Ryan right now. But that's it. We're out from Texas to the world. Thank you, and God bless.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.